Alrighty, today we are going to be making a sugar and spice cake. Let's get started. Okay guys, let's get started on our sugar and spice recipe. For this recipe you're going to need 2 eggs, a 16.5 ounce your choice of white cake. You're going to need some vanilla extract, some almond extract, again optional for this, but some sour cream, 16 ounces, 1/4 cup of melted butter. You're going to need some apple pie spice, and I think I said 2 eggs. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, I thought I was recording. Okay, so what I've done is I have put in my cake mix, my 2 eggs, I have put in the melted butter, I put in 2 teaspoons of the apple pie spice, a teaspoon of vanilla, and a 1/2 teaspoon of almond. And now I'm going to put in the 16 ounces of sour cream. This is going to help keep okay, I need to stop talking apparently. Sour cream, this is for my friend Danielle, who says I use sour cream in everything. Now I use it in cakes. Alright, so the sour cream is going to help keep the cake moist is what I was trying to say. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this all together to where everything is all combined and everything is moist, and we will be back. Okay, so we've got it all mixed. It is a very thick batter. What I'm going to do now is I have some baking pans, circle baking pans. The recipe calls for 8-inch. I only have 9-inch, and it says to put it in 3 separate 8-inch pans. I only have 9-inch ones. I'm going to see if I can get it in all 3 9 inches. Might be just some thin cakes, but I've sprayed these down. I've even put some wax paper in the bottom, and I'm also going to put a little bit of flour in here to kind of dust them a little bit, just to keep everything from sticking. So I'm going to get these into the pans, and once I do, we will be back. Actually, once I do that, I'm going to let them be put in the oven on 350 degrees, and we're going to let them bake about 20 to 22 minutes, and you're going to want to make sure that the toothpick comes out of the center clean. So let me get these in the pans. And okay, here are the cakes. I was only able to get 2 with these 9-inch pans, and it's a really thick batter, so I had to spread it out. So, like I said, I've got these in the 2 pans, and I'm going to stick them in a 350-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, or until I can stick a toothpick in and it comes out clean. So, we will be back when these are nice and fluffy. Okay, time to make the vanilla buttercream frosting for the sugar and spice cake. I've got 2 sticks of butter, or a cup of butter at room temperature, softened. I'm going to add to this, I'm going to add 16 ounces, 2 boxes of, 2 16-ounce packages of powdered sugar. So I've got these little 1 pound I've got 2 boxes of these sugars. And I've got a tablespoon of vanilla. And over here, I've got 2/3 a cup of milk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to beat these eggs until they're nice and fluffy, and then I'm going to slowly add my powdered sugar, and then I'm going to mix in, kind of alternating back and forth, the milk and the sugar until everything's really well combined and creamy. So I'll be back when I get all that combined. Alright, so this is nice and thick. It's great. I'm going to go ahead and add in my vanilla and get that mixed in, and it'll be ready. Okay, we are ready to look at doing our spice cake. I made the mistake of putting the icing in the refrigerator, and it's a little hard, so I'm gotta let it not cool off, but warm up, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little bit of the icing and just put it here in the middle so that the cake will not slide around while I'm carrying it to its destination. And we're going to put, now these cakes are, I'm finding that they are super delicate, and we're just going to put it down on its side here in the middle. And then I'm going to put a nice layer of the frosting on the top here, and then I'll put the other cake on here. So let me get this frosted and I'll show you what. Okay, we got that layer iced. So on to the next one. Carefully putting it down. Alright, and we've got a nice little cream in the middle. And now I'm going to ice this entire cake. So, okay, here is our finished product. Sugar and spice cake. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator because it is starting to melt. And I don't need it to do that. So I just kind of went over the top a little bit to make it have a little bit of texture. You can put some other stuff on here if you wanted to sprinkle a little bit of the apple pie spice or something like that. You could do that. I'm just going to leave mine plain and let it sit in the fridge, and I will take it to the party tomorrow. Alright, hope you guys like it. Thumbs up, and give this a try. Sugar and spice cake. See you next time.